right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Some Random Guy Speaks. I am your host, Tony G, and we are about to get started, ladies and gentlemen. We really are. But before I do, you know how I do. I have to start off with the Star Spangled Banner and things. So, once again, this channel is in as a reminder and remembrance of the Star Spangled Banner and how great this country is. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that right now. So give me a moment here. I'm gonna play the Star Spangled Banner and things. So just give me one moment. As soon as I can get it to connect. Huh. Hey, good morning. Welcome to the channel. Yep, yep. Welcome to the Crazy Show. Hello, how are you? Yeah, I'm just over here having a little troubles with my Bluetooth here. Or is this my, let me see here. I don't know why it's not connecting. But, okay, you good? Okay, that's great. Yeah, I'm doing good as well. Um, yeah, we're going to be discussing today in regards to the title and things. So, the title today, I ain't going to worry about that right now. But the title today, are the woke community, are they finished? Is this in America? Do you think that the woke community is still around, or are they finished? That's the question. Okay. Benito says yes. Okay. All right. Yeah, because yeah, we had a great live yesterday. I'm doing one again today. It's done. Yeah, I agree with you though, Benito. I think it's done as well. Because right now, I mean, we're seeing this woke agenda stuff. You heard about Jaguar, right? The car, the automaker. Can you believe that? Are you guys familiar with Jaguar? They announced. Let me say. Benito says, "I don't. Okay, I don't wear men in girls' bathroom unless it's an emergency." Yeah, and that's the thing about it. I kind of touched on that yesterday a little bit as well. Yeah, men should not be in women's restrooms at all. Bathrooms, restrooms, they should not be there. It was something that should have never. It's psycho, exactly. It's psycho. I think it's psycho as well too. Yeah, they should not be in there, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, Benito said, if an emergency, no problem. Yeah, if it's an emergency, you got to go really, really bad. Sometimes I have actually used the ladies' restroom, but I knocked, asked people, made sure that no one was there and things. But yeah, it ain't often of an emergency. But yeah, I get that. At least I'm not running around here saying, I feel like a lady. I think I'm a woman. No, we don't want that. That's not something that, you know, that is, because it's being pushed, right? Okay, Benito says, I go anytime when I have to. Yeah, exactly. But I'm so happy and glad. Yeah, it is sick. I'm happy and glad that this woke thing is really have, they actually destroyed it, and I'm glad that it happened this way because they made us think that the majority of the people wanted this, and they found out today that when people voted against that, this is when people found out that hey, this wasn't something that people wanted. The majority of these people did not want this. This wasn't something that we asked for, even though they have their own spaces. Right? Yeah, make America green again. Yeah, yeah. And like I said, I'm all about certain type of things, right? As long as the animals are not being harmed, and children and senior citizens, of course, they should, with the animals, they should have a space where they can roam in and all that. And I get that, but as far as this woke stuff, I mean, the agenda was just outrageously gone too far, I mean, just and then they use the celebrities as well to get on board with this thing, though, pushing these crazy agendas. Yeah, Benito says our communities will grow immensely once we get these dirty, corrupt cops out of our neighborhoods. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, and that's the thing. I believe we are seeing some turnaround changes for the first time in our lives, seeing some things without having to succumb to the radio. We're seeing legacy news is gone too. That's another thing I'm gonna be talking about on the next live. I'll touch on it a little bit because they didn't do any better with this legacy news, pushing these agendas, talking about with these transgender, all these type of things. There's only two genders, right? Men and female. That's it. That's it. I always said that critical race theory is gone as well. We don't have to worry about so and so and safe spaces and all that. I didn't grow up with that. I grew up in Generation X. So, Benito says Kamala the clown. Yeah, exactly. Benito says men and women. Exactly. And that's basically what it always have been. We have always had this up until the past 10, 15 years. They've been pushing these old ideologies and stuff like that that the majority of the people did not want. You know, we didn't want that. The whole group, transgender alone probably make up like 1%. Let's just keep it 100. They're not even the majority of the people here. Why are we listening to these agendas? Kamala the Chameleon, that's what we call her too. Camel toe Kamala Harris, Kamala, said Mamala, Obama. There's so many different words. Welcome to the Crazy Show says, what is that? Benito says, they want special rights for 0.1%. Exactly. They're not even 1%. Yeah, exactly, right? If they are 1%, and I give them that for the transgender. This ain't even about the LGBT right now, about them necessarily, because we know that they also been weaponized, that they got their own community. At least they're not trying to go in men's bathrooms, women bathrooms and all this other stuff. They got their own community. So, you know what I'm saying? So the one that we're really harping on with this woke thing, they've been pushing these agenda, trying to get everybody on board with it, to try to destroy us and try to divide us as a nation, and it failed. Benito said, I understand. Okay, I understand. You understand me. I don't ever see them talking. I see the other weirdos talking for them. Absolutely, because the corporations have weaponized the woke agenda. And this is where we are right now in this space right now. They have always weaponized them, you know, and put the rainbow flag. Hey, you want to, the flag and all this other stuff, but it should not belong in the schools as well. The grooming of the children, this is another thing we're about to get on, because I have a major problem with that. I really do. Benito says, Diddy Party Rainbow, absolutely. And he is, he's kind of like the poster child of this whole sickness agenda that they were trying to push on to the American people. Because most of the American people, the majority of them, are opposite of this woke agenda stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's even people in the LGB was like saying something wrong with this picture. We ain't rolling with this. We not rocking out with these weirdos, you know, because there's something to be strange for a man to think that he's a woman to go in the restroom, man. No, I would never get down with that. Benito says the jury trials in child custody care cases. Yeah, abolish judge trials. Yeah. And what's her name? Okay, and then American. Okay, Americano. Welcome back, Americano. Working and listening. Yeah, I understand. Yep, I'm just taking my break again today. Well, welcome back as well. Benito says they violated the Constitution. I remember we just had that conversation yesterday. Yeah, they have been violating American people's rights from the beginning. Let's just keep it 100. Judge trials are not fair. Exactly. Yep. This is another thing though, because they all been weaponized, talking about this stuff, this woke stuff, and not, not only that we resisted woke, but we totally destroyed it. And we ran a lot of these celebrities. The celebrities, when they run out, they chose to run out, right? And things like that, because they were trying to make all this stuff normal. You know what was coming next, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not going to say the word on YouTube, but I could say PED, PED. You know, that was the next agenda. You guys realize that, right? They were going to normalize PED. I'm not going to say the rest of it, but they were going to normalize that as well. This is how sick these people are. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. PDF agenda. Yeah, exactly. This is what they were trying to do, ladies and gentlemen, because it was the next agenda down the line. These were the tools to try to, because if they could normalize this stuff, they feel, hey, we could normalize that. And let's just say, heaven forbid, let's just say if Kamala Harris won, right? Let's just say that if she would have won, for sure, they would have pushed these agendas. They would have normalized what we're just talking about. They would put that out there, and then they would make it where this is normal. You see what I'm saying? They would push that out there where it says this was normal. So all I'm saying is that I'm glad that the people are smart enough, which I always knew they were, because this is just not normal. It just doesn't sit too well when men wanting it, because they don't really see women going into the men's bathroom. How many? Let me ask you guys this: how many percentage do you think of women that want to be men and going into the men's bathroom? You know, mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about it. Benito said Trumpers better get Matt Gaetz out fast. Well, you know that's not even a thing no more though. Matt Gaetz stepped down on regards to the Attorney General. He's not even running though. We got Pam Bono. Bondi. Yeah, she's the new Attorney General. You know, we don't even have. You don't have. Nobody don't even have that to even worry about like that. You know. Um, I'm not going to throw that accusation out. That's what they were trying to say. And I know that The View and a lot of these other things had to retract those statements. So, but Benito says they want to give him a position right next to her. Well, I mean, you know, like I said before, um, if they're going to, once they're certified in, then it's all good. That's the thing about it. Once they're certified, you know what I mean? You and Benito are very smart. Um, you know, welcome to the crazy show. You know what? I appreciate that though, man. I just, you know, I'm just a random guy though out here. You know, um, I do Uber. You know, Uber driver. I just come out here and do these little lives on my breaks. I appreciate the compliment. I think we're all smart in our own way though. Benito says, look at Gates. Yeah, he is a weird man. You know, I would say this. He does look a little unusually different a little bit, but I don't, be honest with you, Benito, I don't know a lot about him. I know that was something that Donald Trump picked. But I don't know. I don't know. Be honest with you, I don't know about anybody in that cabinet. Unless if you lived in Florida. Some of you guys that may live in Florida, you guys are more familiar with these people than I am for sure. I don't know a lot about that, but I know once the people get certified in, I think all the suspicions will subside and things like that, because that's the point about being certified, right? So yeah, that's the thing about it. Cardi B, disgusting. Yeah, Cardi B, that's another one. But you know what? We're Jennifer Lopez, dirty. Yeah, there's a list of them though, Benito. There's there's a list of these people, these degenerates that are fleeing the country. Look at Oprah Winfrey. What's his name? Richard Gere from Pretty Woman back in the days. He did a lot of movies. Yeah, Richard Gere, American Gigolo. Was that him? Yeah, American Gigolo. Yeah, he's leaving. You know what I'm saying? He's leaving the country. You know, Benito says Ihan Omar Bagger. Yeah, Bagger. But a lot of these people are leaving. They're leaving. But it's not because of the new administration with Trump. Everybody know what it really is, you know. So if the FBI got the files on the Diddy, right? They got the Diddy files, tapes. They got this stuff. They got the evidence. They know who all the key players are, right? And the people that are leaving with these celebrities, because you wouldn't be leaving for any other reason. Miley Cyrus talking about leaving, J Lo as you mentioned, what's it, Cher, Barbara Streisand. The list goes on. Let me see here. Oh yeah, Samuel Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson talking about going to South Africa. Ellen DeGeneres is up there in the UK. Let me see here. Russell Simmons been left. I think he's somewhere in Bali somewhere. But these people are in these countries. But I don't think it's going to be enough. I think they're all going to be expedited. They're not escaping, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm making my claim right now. I'm putting it out here right now. For some of these people that may have already left or left when Diddy got arrested, I believe that there's going to be a reciprocity and things like that, as it should be. And I think these individuals will come to justice. They're not going to escape. They're not going to stay hidden in these other spaces like that, in these what they think is safe spaces, talking about they can't be expedited and things like that. I think that people in the UK, it can happen there. Um, you know what I'm saying? I think, yeah, Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah Winfrey, she's another one. What about Oprah? Yeah, so Oprah running. I believe they found the sex tapes with Oprah as well too. So with Oprah, she's supposed to have bought, what is it, $70 million for those tapes, for those videotapes, and things. So she got incriminating evidence on her allegedly. So if that is the case, allegedly, then you know what I'm saying. If she has those tapes, you know she's done. I done heard that allegedly that she has those tapes, and yeah, we're gonna see what happens with Oprah. Oprah, billionaire, a few times over. And for her to run like this, you already know that she feels she know that she knows that she's guilty. You wouldn't do this if you were innocent. Why would these celebrities leave? Right? Minors, absolutely, absolutely, Benito. Minors, these underage children at an adult party. This thing wouldn't even be a thing talking about if it wasn't for the fact that they had minors there. They had underage children there at an adult party and working as sex slaves. The little red lipstick on them and all the rest of this stuff. This is sick, ladies and gentlemen. And I agree that, and I hope you guys agree too, that there will be some type of reciprocity to bring these individuals to justice. Benito says Alex Jones been saying this for over 2 years. Yeah, Alex Jones been right on it. I know who he is. InfoWars out of Texas. I used to listen to him back in the days. A lot of this stuff that he talked about and things like that. 20 years. Yeah, I was gonna say Alex Jones goes way back on this type of stuff. Right? Remember back then, though, Benito, it was more like conspiracy then, because if you were coming out with this stuff over 20 years ago, you would have been put in the conspiracy burn. You know what I'm saying? Or the conspiracy bin. And that's exactly what it was. Any type of allegations or any type of information that you would have had, they would have put us in the conspiracy bin back in those days. But now, it's everything is coming to fruition right now. You know what I'm saying? Benito says they did conspire. It was right. Yep, exactly. These individuals have done some heinous stuff to people as well as to children, minors. Pizzagate, we could say that too. And they are all linked. Epstein, they are all linked from the Lolita jet over to the Epstein Island. There is all interlinked. And this is why they're running, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? They are running. CEOs are stepping down from corporations as well, and things. They are running. Benito says the police system protect these people absolutely. But you know what though, Benito? As you already know, the protection is not there no more because they got themselves a real pit bull with this particular cabinet that Trump put together. And now that they got this pit bull ready to unleash hell, that's why I say I don't think that they're going to be able to escape from this stuff. It's going to be a reciprocity for sure. We're going to be seeing like a lot of celebrities like Diddy going to prison for this. The indictments are already out. That's why they're on the run. They said, well, let me get some distance before it's about to go down. Benito said the big hotel chains all involved. I believe that. I heard this before. So this is big. Yeah, Weinstein. Yeah, this is big. You know what I'm saying? Yep, yep. Weinstein, Epstein. Yep. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Diddy, and these are just a few. You know what I'm saying? They even were saying allegedly with Quincy Jones was running whorehouses and underground sex things in over there in the California and LA area and things like that before he died and things. But yeah, this stuff goes way back. Yeah, Jeffrey, you talking about Jeffrey Epstein? Yep. Yeah, so the Jeffrey Epstein Island, um, they had these underage minors once again. It ain't nothing but modern day Rome already reincarnated. They did a lot of this stuff in a lot of these civilizations before they fell and things like that. It was a thing in Rome where they had a thing with a grown man and a young boy or whatever like that. It was over there. It was like commonplace and things like that because the boy you normally would be a slave, and then yeah, it's tripped out, man. Benito says Hillary. Yeah, exactly. What about Haiti? This is another one. Haiti. Look at what they've been doing in Haiti. What about all those children that went missing at the border and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? When they were all those kids that went up, come up missing and things like that. Yeah, this is huge, man. This is huge, huge, and it's about to blow over. It's about to blow up, not blow over, but blow up. And a lot of people that are involved, and that's one thing you don't want to be involved on, man, is that. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that a lot of people are going to be brought to justice, though, man. And it's going to make us be able to sleep a lot better once they go after the criminal syndicate as well as the cartel. And those are our biggest threats globally, is that. And this is where we are having these issues that we're having right now because they're being funded. Yeah, they're being funded. Yeah, yeah, even the detainees with these children and everything like that, and separated from their parents. Yeah, there's all the legal stuff, man, because those children, that are being molested and taken advantage of and things like that. So I'm looking forward to the day of seeing crooked Hillary Clinton uh, in prison where she belongs. I'm looking for Nancy Pelosi in prison where she belongs. I'm looking for Obama and also Michael Obama. I'm looking for Michelle Obama in prison where he belongs. I'm looking for, let me see here, who else? Yeah, we got a list of Bidens to be in prison where they belong. Um, him and his wife, and also Hunter and things like that. I'm also looking for, there's a lot of people that should be in prison for this stuff. Adam Shifty Schiff, we can go down the list, being in prison where they belong. The list is so long, man. I'm not going to go down to Hunter Biden, absolutely. You know, I'm not going to talk about Biden's daughter because even remember that diary that she, I believe a lot of people said that she purposely wanted that diary to be found because that diary told a lot about Biden, how he was molested sexually, allegedly. I think it said on the thing that he was molesting her. Allegedly, I'm just gonna throw that out just to protect myself. That he was allegedly sexually molesting her. I haven't seen the diary, but it came into somebody's hands. But she said all in there. Sicko Joe. Oh yeah, look at him sniffing on the children, licking on the children. He got a fetish with children, though, man. Biden. Old Joe, old Sleepy Joe, old Creep Toe Joe. You know what I'm saying? There's so many names for him. Old Jim Crow Joe, Creep Toe Joe, Sleepy Joe, Morning Joe. There's so many different names for him. I run out of names. Oh, actually, I can. I can keep going. There's so many names for him, though. But yeah, this whole thing is just sick with this whole woke agenda that they've been pushing and stuff like that, and how it overran in the schools as well too, up to the universities. You had a lot of these liberal, mostly women that have been pushing these false ideologies about gender neutral and non-binary and all this stuff. I'm so glad that that garbage is gone. You can't say he or she. You have to say they. They actually had a whole thing. They were teaching this stuff in the corporations and stuff like that instead of having what do they call it, sensitive training. You know that stuff that they make you go through. I'm so glad that all that crap is gone now, man. It's out the window. Sickos, freakos, it's out the window. I'm so glad that we ain't got to deal with that nonsense no more, because we should have never had to deal with this nonsense. And I never went along with it, though. If I wanted to say, one of these type of words was, hopefully now the comedians would start being funny again, because for the longest time, comedians weren't even funny anymore because they couldn't say this, they couldn't say that without offending somebody. Well, guess what? They can say it now, and things. So yeah, look at the comedian. That's why I like to listen to old school comedy because they went at each other and things like that. The Jews went say stuff about blacks. Blacks start saying stereotypes about Jews and Asian people and other people, and it was all in good humor. It was all good. You know what I'm saying? We weren't mean spirited about it. We are just talking about some of the stereotypes that different ethnic groups, and that's what made it really good. Bill Burr was good at it. He was always making stuff about blacks and things like that all the time. But and guess what? Majority of the people love watching Bill Burr that are black. Is you know what I'm saying? So he's one of them that I liked. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of them that are pushing on that liberal thing, because in order for you to survive over there in that particular camp, you have to be liberal. If you're a straight up bleeding heart conservative, you're not gonna make it in Hollywood. That's why I call Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? But getting back to this sick woke agenda stuff that has been toppled, we have conquered it, we have defeated it, and I'm so glad America gonna go back to the good old ways and the good old days, though. And I don't even see I don't see a lot of rainbow flags anymore on stuff. You want to fly it on your home constitutional rights, you have that right. I just don't want to see it in the schools because it doesn't belong there. The only thing that should be flying in the schools is the American flag. And the kids should be learning about the American anthem, not about drag queens, sending a drag queen to teach our children. This was weird. These are tools of Satan, and I truly believe it because Satan loved that type of freakery. This is not something of God, you know what I'm saying, at all. You know, if Jesus were to come back right now, he'll be outraged. Just like he was turning over the tables when they had the money exchange going on up in the synagogue and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He'll be outraged, and we know it. And he has every right to be outraged about this stuff. You know, how are we going to normalize this and make this normal? You cannot sit up here and make woke normal. Go woke means go broke. And that's exactly what it is. Bud Light found out. Any of these corporations, Jaguar, the car automaker, they came out with a whole speech talking about how they support everyone, diverse, all this stuff. As I couldn't believe it, man. This is Jaguar, the car, the automaker. They talk nothing about the car whatsoever. There was a guy on stage that obviously worked for Jaguar, maybe the CEO or somebody. He talked about all of the wonderful things about the woke agenda. Kid you not, you guys can Google it and check it out for yourselves. The guy had a whole speech about this stuff. Can you believe this? And then not only that they had the speech about it, it was not once mentioned about the car. You never saw the vehicle at all. It's about somebody standing on stage, and of course they had a lot of people there clapping and agreeing with this stuff, you know? It was another political point by saying, well, we still acknowledge, diversity and how everyone and all this stuff, man. And I'm surprised. I'm sure it might have been a rainbow flag up there because if it wasn't, they should have had a rainbow flag in there, and they should have just said we support woke. So you know what's going to end up happening now with Jaguar? They forgot about about Bud Light. By when they put that transgender on there, people were done with that. They lost a lot of money. If any of you corporations ever decide they want to feel froggy and you want to feel like you want to get, feel froggy where you want to jump, just know this. What you jumping into, you could be jumping into your demise because what's going to end up happening now with Jaguar, the car sales are going to plummet because people are not buying this stuff. You are pissing people off. Every time we hear this type of talk, it makes people see red because we're not dumb. We know what you're doing is you're pushing this type of stuff. This is once again, this is a tool of Satan. It's not of nothing wholesome. It's not nothing of good, and at all. You're pushing an agenda, and we're not going to stand for it. Watch and see. Jaguar is going to find out today. You hear me? They're gonna find out. They're gonna find out. I don't even rock with their cars at all anyway. I think they're still they're not the greatest manufacturing of cars, to be honest with you though. I wouldn't go out here and buy a Jaguar ever. If I'm gonna get myself a luxury car, I'm gonna get myself a good old American vehicle. I'll go out and get a Cadillac anytime, any day before I get a Jaguar, you know? I ain't going out there buying that junk. Especially now. They're always been junk. Ask any mechanic about Jaguar. They have a history of being junk. They haven't been, there's a history of being junk. They junk vehicles. That's why the British got rid of it. What does the British make? Anything the British make? Do they make anything good? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they don't even have good food other than fish and chip. Just ask the UK. This ain't me dogging on them. They know what time it is. The only thing over in the UK that they got going is fish and chip. Everything else sucks. Even the automotive and stuff. Ain't nobody buying no British vehicle today, man. They had to sell it. It looked nice, but I'm not gonna go out and buy one. And especially now, since they decided to go woke, they ass go broke. Any of these companies go woke, you go broke. Go woke and go broke. Adidas, Target, Nike, right? Yeah, you guys want to go woke, you're going to go broke. We're going to name the companies, though, that's why I'm shopping Target right now. And fuck Nike and Adidas, because, and Disney too, because the thing about it is, these are woke liberal camps. And it's about time that we start supporting more conservative businesses, people that think like we do. If you own woke stuff, we're going to find out who you are. And then we're going to break you. We're going to make you go broke because we ain't rocking with you. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the best part. Right now, this is a wonderful time to be alive under conservatism. And I fly the banner of the good old red, white, and blue. Not the rainbow flag. It's going to be the American flag. And we are toppled. We have crushed the woke agenda type stuff. We are not going in their restaurants, their supermarkets, and all the rest of the stuff. In this case, it's Target. And Target have always been liberal. You know what I'm saying? Even the company that I drive for, man, sometimes I don't drive for them a lot. I drive more for Uber. Lyft is a very conservative company as well too. Not conservative, but liberal. They are very liberal, very very liberal, and they're okay with it. They support all this stuff. They support it. I got pissed when a lot of the companies that you guys are working for, they said, what do you want to be identified as? Is it going to be a male, female, non-binary, or will not answer? This is bullshit, right? You're going to be either a male or a female, and y'all better take that stuff down. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about what they feel like they want to be identified as. I'm calling a man that thinks he's a woman, you are a man. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. You ain't no woman, no trans woman. You are a man. And that's what I always call you. So that means, since you a man like me, we can go fist to cuff, right? Because you ain't no woman. You are a man. You were born a man, and you're going to die a man. You can change your genitals. You could be, I don't care how much of a lady boy you want to be, but you are a man. And it's about time, it's now that our society have recognized that ain't no transgender women, but these people are men. They are freaks of nature, and they are what we call abomination. This is what they are, abomination. Because we're not going for it at all. We are not going for it. We are not going for it. These are freaks of nature and of abomination. We are not going for it. So I suggest that the next time you go feel like you got to use the restroom, you better stay out of the females' restrooms. That's what we're saying. I don't want to see no man act thinking that he's a woman going in a damn woman's bathroom. You ladies, y'all have my full permission to pepper gel, pepper spray, go for the between the legs. You have my utmost respect on that if they go in that restroom. And I bet you they won't go in there. We don't want to see it because that's a man. We don't want no man in no woman's restroom at all. You're going to stay out of the woman's restroom. You're not going in the woman's restroom. I don't care how bad you got to use the restroom. And you ladies, and also we have kept them out of the women's sports. No man, nobody in the swimming thing and all that going to be over in the women's sports. Benito says there is a reason they are here and go so you can figure out who they are. Yeah, that's the thing about it. But what I'm going to say about this about the sports, we don't want to see them at all in the sports arena at all. They don't belong there. I'm talking about men and women's sports. There ain't no women want to be. You got some of the women that are a little masculine, but they're not trying to play in men's sports. They know better. They're not trying to do that. But the men want to compete with the women. I'm so glad we ain't got to deal with that no more. These women were getting hurt. That volleyball player, that guy went up for the spike and that ball hit her upside the head and she got brain damage from this stuff, man. She got brain damage. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That was a violence towards a woman. She was a female. You know, she doesn't have nowhere near the strength as a man like we do. You know what I'm saying? We got testosterone, and then we got the adrenaline. It's even increased by 4 times more strength than a woman. The woman don't have a chance. You know what I'm saying? Who's getting more sexually attacked? We know the most of them are women. You know what I'm saying? They really are. Most men can fight off. Some men can fight off. Most men can fight off women. But I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying it doesn't happen with men, but we know that most of the women are being sexually targeted. There's a lot of preying predators out there, super predators out there that's hiding, waiting, and lurking. What you think they're gonna be in the woman's bathroom? She goes in the stall and he's up there on top of the toilet with his feet up where you can't see. She come in there and she get a nice surprise. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be terrible for a woman, even for a man. You go into the stall thinking it's empty, because you know how we look down to see if anybody in the restroom, and then come to find out no one is there, and then you walk in, and then somebody is right there on standing on top of the toilet seat, one of these predators, right? So I understand you ladies have a lot to worry about, these predators and these super predators and stuff like that, because they're gonna be hiding in those ladies' restrooms, all get up, dressed up, trying to look like a woman, and they're gonna get you, and things like that, you know. Lake and Roddy and all that. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. But that's what I'm saying though. Y'all, it's more dangerous in that woman's restroom where women have been attacked, sexually assaulted in the restrooms though. You know what I'm saying? This is who's going somebody gotta protect you women now. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to agree on everything, but they're gonna be up there in those damn bathrooms, lurking, waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I just wanted to talk about this type of stuff because somebody got to bring this stuff up, and we are talking about it. You know, we don't need any more of this type of foolishness whatsoever. This is BS, man. Women can't go to the restroom without feeling like they have to be super preyed on. Just in the restroom, you got a freak standing on top of the toilet seat, so you come in there thinking that stall is empty. Who's gonna hear you scream? We can't go into the restroom. He got your mouth covered, and we already know what's next is gonna happen. It's a horrible thing, though. You know, there's freaks out here. You know, so I call them freaks. You don't belong. You men, stay out of those women restroom. You freak of nature, you stay out of there. All right, so enough said about that part of it. Let's go back on the other stuff, man, because they know I can go on that, man, and continue going on that. Yeah, but they are freaks, man. Now we talked about the sport thing as well. We don't want to see that, and things. So the sports thing with men participating in women's sports, that is also a no-no. I feel just as bad about that as I do with the men in the women's restrooms, because we already know. We've seen what happened on the Olympics. That guy hit that woman. She said, "I got hit so hard." She said, I never known what it was like to get hit that hard by a person before." It's something like that she said. And that man should not have been in that sport. But good thing about it, ladies, you got your sport back. So y'all can break medals again. You can power lift. You can run track. You could do the UFC stuff and all this stuff without fear of some man that want to think or feel like he's a woman to be able to compete against a man in that sport. It ain't gonna happen. So you don't have to worry about that no more, ladies. You don't have to worry about that no more. And then another thing is that the streets and stuff are going to be cleared up too, because once the cartel have been destroyed and these gang violence, anybody in the gang in America The days are limited. We won't be seeing nothing about no more Bloods and Crips or any of these Venezuelan gangs and Mexican gangs, MS-13 and all the rest of them. They're going to be a thing of the past where America is going to be truly safe again. You better walk outside, ladies. You'll feel like you're on a college campus, but this is how the city would be. You ain't got to worry about no predator, no super predator hanging around, lurking around the buildings and stuff like that. You could be. It really would feel like you're on a college campus. Because the only time women feel like they're truly safe is when they're on the college campus. They got college police, as well as security and stuff like that. But this is how America is going to be for you ladies. It's actually going to be way better now. Y'all going to feel for the first time in your life not having to worry about a man or some type of assailant coming up on you, trying to mug you, trying to trying to do, trying to grape you. Can't say the other word, but grape. You ain't got to worry about that type of stuff no more. These predators and everything, you ain't got to worry about that stuff no more. It's going to be clean and wholesome again. We're going to go back to the way things were, where you can leave your doors unlocked and stuff like that. You're going to enjoy freedom once again and liberty once again, being safe once again. It's going to be a beautiful thing. It's going to happen, though. When this day happens and stuff, remember I said it now. I ain't just blowing smoke up y'all, you know what. I'm just being real about that. Because it's time. We have the greatest country on earth, and we have the means to protect it. We have the means of being safe. And I know you ladies want to be safe. Shit, even us men want y'all to be safe. You know what I'm saying? We know what's going on, but when I'm out at night, I'm not in fear like you guys are, because as a woman, you gotta be in. It's getting dark outside as well. I see y'all observant of. You try to be observant when y'all walking past buildings and open spaces where somebody could drag and snatch you up. So we're gonna go back to it being safe. You know what I'm saying? So, but the woke thing, once again, that's finished. That's finished. We don't have to worry about that no more. The woke agenda is gone. It's finished. It's bye-bye, you know. See you later, woke agenda. It's gone, ladies and gentlemen. We are truly about to go into a new era and things. And we don't have to worry about all this stuff. When the year from now, things should be even better than where it is right now. We are going truly into a beautiful new direction right now. And all this other stuff with these super predators and the woke agenda stuff, I get tired of that. That's why when Disney lost so much money, Disney gonna have to rethink some stuff. Disney gonna really have to change their ways. Look at that Nickelodeon, right? Dan Snyder creeping and being a predator on those children and those feet. And he had a real sick foot fetish, man, with children. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other things that they've been doing in these networks and stuff like that. Mass deportation. Oh, yeah, that's coming too. Because I was about to allude to that, because in order for, for us to be safe, it's a necessary thing that has to be done. The people that are resistant, they are anti-American. They don't know any better. That's what I was saying before. This is all for freedom and liberty. This is what this is about. The mass deportation has to go. It has to happen. This is about our freedom, liberties, once again, being safe. They've been over here, and when you allow illegals in unvetted, we're not saying that every last one of these illegals are criminals, but they're trying to put the spin on it like they think that that's what we're talking about. If you don't vet these people, they're coming in here, look what's ended up happening in the country. Laken Riley would have been alive today. That's my whole point. She was out on a jog. Here's a super predator, jumped out on her. She fought for about 12 minutes for her life, but he overpowered her. You see what I'm saying? Raped her and murdered her. Benito says they are grapists. I'm gonna call it grape because I can't say the R word, Benito. Benito says that's why they stay in the dark. Absolutely. That's what a super predator does. He stays in the dark. Benito says we as Americans can deport them. Yeah, in fact, there's a lot of Americans. You can sign up, Benito, if you want to volunteer. I was always thinking about wanting to volunteer myself. That way we can round them up and get them up on out of here. Benito says Epstein Weinstein never had a record protected by NYPD citizens arrest. Absolutely, because they have turned these cities into sanctuary cities. That's what ended up happening, and that's why we didn't get no type of no, it wasn't from the police. Everybody was told to step down. Sanctuary cities. They tried to remember when they came over here. They came through Texas. Gregory Abbott did what? He sent them into blue states because Texas could not handle, or they didn't want to deal with that. Texas is also very conservative. Greg Abbott, what did he do? Send them to New York, sent them to Chicago, sent them to Colorado, sent them to these other places, right? Benito says we can do it for 8 million. The government will charge U.S. 8 trillion. Exactly. Benito said so they can choose law for me, not for thee. Exactly. That's the whole saying. They can choose laws for me, but not for thee. That's exactly what it is. But we're going to go back to the old ways. As soon as we round them up, and we are going to round them up and get them up on out of here, because once again, we are in a society where they try to take our rights away from us, telling us what we can and can't say. But once we get the illegals out of here as well, because, like I said, the woke agenda is crushed and toppled. It's finished. And then we're going to deal with this. We are simultaneously dismantling what the low-down elite Democrats have done. They are progressives. They're not even Democrats no more. These people are progressives. These are progressives in the highest caliber, and they hate America. Benito says, can't be I, the park after 8 p.m. It's Jim Crow 2024. Yeah, some of the parks close about 10 p.m. as well, too. And you don't want to be out at no park late at night either with much going on right now either. Here it is, Lake and Roddy. The girl was out there jogging, right? In the daytime, right? She was out there jogging and Super Predator come up on her. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it. You know, we have to. This is exactly what's been going on. You're going to have a lot of predators out here. Benito said it doesn't make sense. You have rights at 7, but not at 11. See, and that's the thing about it. That's what I said about the Constitution. And we want to go back to these type of things because these, if it's federal land for real, I do believe. I'm trying to see here. I'm trying to figure that one out. Um, because I do know we have a lot of laws that say what we can and can't do, and we want to make them be reminded that of the Constitution. You know what I'm saying? On certain things. So I know if it's federal, they have to uphold it. Now, what they do on the other ends, private and all this other stuff, that's totally different. You know. Let me see. Benito said they can get away with crimes, but we don't know. We don't know them. Okay. Benito says if it's any land, okay, if it's on any land, Benito says the Constitution is supreme, local, state, and federal, city and federal. Exactly. Exactly. And that's why I say I'm trying to get myself a little bit more, um, trying to get more refresher. And that's why I did the other thing, talked about it. Because we have to, and I'm glad you brought that up because we have to be reminded about the Constitution as well. I talked about that yesterday in the live. Not talking about going on private land. Exactly, because private land is different. That's what make the Constitution special as well. Number what's that? The Fourth Amendment. It protects people from illegal search and seizures. No one has the right to search your body, search or whatever. Talking about we think you are. This is unconstitutional because when a person does that, it's what we call a pirate and things. But if you're supposed to uphold the law and uphold the Constitution, they don't have the right to do these things. You're absolutely right about that, Benito. Federal, state, and city. You're absolutely right, and we want them to uphold the Constitution and things like that. And I do believe, Benito, that we are going back to that because Trump did say that he's a constitutionalist and things. But let me ask you this, Benito. Um, what? This is a little side note of what we're talking about. What is your take on Trump's policy in regards to Medicare, Medicaid going private, going more private with these Medicare, Medicaid stuff and things? What do you know about that? I know this is a little outside of the scope of what we're talking about, but yeah, what do you know about that, or anyone about Trump's policies? The only one I know about was the Social Security thing, right? Okay, it should be a private or other. Okay, so it should be private or other. So what the Democrats are here's another fear thing. What they've been telling the Democrats is that since it's going away federally and going private, they are telling the Democrats that voted for the Democratic Party that their insurances won't be covered anymore and that they're gonna have to pay for their own insurance. So what do you know about that, Benito? I know that Trump said that he's not gonna touch Social Security. That's not gonna happen, and that the age limit won't be raised, and however, that they will not be taxed. I do know that much. Benito says, have you noticed no more small medical necessities being taxed? No tax on hard labor. I know that. No tax on hard labor. No tax on hard labor. I know that. Yep. No tax on construction work, field laborers, people who take care of seniors should not be taxed. Oh yeah, I agree with that. Agree with that though. Yeah. So people who take care of the seniors should not be taxed. Absolutely. Yeah, because I'm gonna get a little bit more information on that with the because I know what Trump got in mind is going to actually be better than what the Dem elites, the Democrat elites are telling their people how Trump is going to do this and that, which I don't believe it. My cousin, she had a major concern yesterday, and she was just saying that she's going to have to do something else because Trump is going to go. It's the medical thing is going private, and that her medical coverage and her mother has pre-conditioned situations and how this whole scare tactic is what they do. So I told her once I get the information on that, I'll give it to her. But it's never going to be enough because she's also a never Trumper. And in fact, I'm going to be talking about that on my next live. It's the TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome. I'm going to be talking about that on my next live. Benito says, back to the separation from church and from church and state. I think it's private and we'll have a lot more options. Yeah, yep, exactly. And that's where it should be because it's the Constitution, it's the First Amendment, and religion is and it's in the First Amendment as well, where their rights in the religious houses should be protected the way that they have now. They came after these religious houses. Anybody that spoke out against woke, their funding could be threatened and taken away from them. They don't have to worry about that no more. They can carry on since Trump is going into power. they're gonna, things are gonna be different for the churches and stuff like that. It's actually gonna be the opposite. Because look at the education. Look at the educational system, right? It's gonna be absolutely the opposite. He has taken the power from the government, the Department of Education, and brought it back to the state level. That's where it always have been, because we know how corrupt that the Department of Education is, and they're the main culprits that was pushing woke agenda in the first place. Since we're going to talk about it, Benito says property all around the hospital is weird. Yeah, exactly. And we're gonna go back to those good old days, though, man, because with the educational system, look how much of damage that the Department of Education from the federal level, look at the mass damage that they have done to the children from K-12 and college. Look at it. They've been pushing these woke agendas ever since since the woke agenda started gaining traction. And this is all Democratic policies. Look at it. Look where we are today. And look at the endowments that these colleges are receiving off of this stuff. I love how Trump says that he's going after he's actually going after and will go after the whole Department of Education. It's going to be tumbling down. And these endowments that these universities been getting, oh man, oh man, this stuff is coming down on all levels. That's why I say the woke thing is destroyed, man. We don't have to worry about this. We don't pay our taxes for the children to go to these colleges or these schools and so forth. I would say the schools, and to hear the woke agenda being taught. That is not what the teachers are designed to do. Let me see here. Benito says nowadays hospitals have brought about 2 dozen, have bought about 2 dozen properties closest to the hospital and turned them into medical offices. It's right here in Ann Arbor. I'm over here in Ann Arbor, Michigan. This is a college town here, right? This is what's going on right here. They bring their people and write them a disabled note. They get payment for life, millions of them. Yeah, they buying all the houses. Yeah, this is what U of M. They've been buying all the property up around here. It is outrageous how big these college towns and universities and what they've been allowed to do. They built another hospital, Benito. They built another hospital. We got the main hospital in U of M. We got the children's hospital, and we have a woman's hospital. We got the Cancer Research Center. We got the Kellogg Eye Center. You know what I'm saying? Benito says, ever notice these Indian women always in pajamas? Yeah, what's up? What's up with that? Is it, you mean talking about their attire? You talking about the garbs that look like pajamas? Um, are they are they I mean, are you talking about that? Yeah, they do look like pajamas though. Benito said never a worry because they collecting checks. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. This whole thing is nothing more than a racket. It's a racket. The Indian doctors write the scripts that they disable. Okay, yeah, they write the scripts that they are disabled. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of corruption, man. And the medical thing has always been corrupt. And this is why I believe that Trump is going to be more in the private hands where it could be more controlled as opposed to in the federal end of it. Because look at what's going on with it. Because whatever Trump got in the ultimate plan on the medical thing, I think it's going to be for the better. I don't think it's going to be for the worse. It's going to be for the better, and things. Benito says millions of them by way of India, Pakistan collecting checks for life. Millions. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of corruption though, man. It's a lot of corruption that's going on, and they've been allowed to do this. They have been allowed to do this, and hopefully, And we will. This stuff is going to stop because Daddy is home now, and Daddy is pissed, and Daddy is going to give a whole bunch of spankings. Daddy is going to give a whole bunch of timeouts. Daddy is going to give a whole lot of punishment because a whole lot of punishment is going on. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, but it does look like Trump is following. He's following the same thing of what Andrew Jackson has been doing, because Andrew Jackson had to get rid of the deep state a long time ago, um, in his time, and it does look like Trump is doing the same thing that Andrew Jackson have done. Benito says, "Ever seen an Indian woman work? It's very rare, very rare." Yeah, that is true though. I don't see too many of them, to be really honest. But I know there's a lot of corruption going on. Ever seen an Indian woman work? No, I have not. No, I have not. They're collecting checks by the millions. How is this possible, Benito? Let me ask you this: why do you think? How is this possible? We kind of know why that is. Benito says you see white, black, Spanish, Mexicans working. I know what you're about to say next. I do, because I pick a lot of them up. The women and the men are working. But you're absolutely right. I do not see a lot of Indian women working. That is true. Not many at all. I see, if anything, I see them going to school. This new generation of Zennials that's going to school. But most of the Indian women that I've seen do not work. You know what I'm saying? But you bring up a very, very good point, though. And I know that the gravy trade is going to stop. I know that much. Young go to college. Yes, that is correct. I see them all the time. The young Indian women, the young Indian men, they're always in STEM. It's a huge hidden scam. I can see that. I can see that. Now, the ones that are going to school, the ones that you're talking about are the Punjabi. Those are the ones that's the money masters, right? The ones that have the entrepreneurs that own the 7-Elevens, they own the hotels, Dunkin' Donuts. Let me see here. They own, what is it, Subway, Church's Chicken. Go down the list. Yeah, Punjabi. Yep, yep. Because the other Indian group, the ones, okay, you got the ones with the business, then you got the ones that are in the education. I know there's different classes of them, right? The hotels in Texas off of I-95, yeah, yeah, they got the hotels. What's some of the ones? The hotels is we like over here. They got the offshoot ones. I think like the franchise like Motel Sixes, Super Eights. And some of these other small motels and hotels. Benito says the other also not just Punjabi. Yeah, I got you. Benito says East Coast off of I-95. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they do. The Indians. Yeah, they actually. Let me see. The hotels offer 30 and 35 in Texas. Yeah, there's a lot of Indian people there in Texas, man. Oh my gosh, that is like the Indian hub over there of Texas. It's Indian, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. You're absolutely correct. There's a large Bangladesh community of them there as well. Why did they go to? Oh yeah, I think I think I know why. Because of the medical and the tech industry there, and things. And I know Austin, right? Notice I know it all. Yeah, you own it though, Benito. You know what I'm saying? I thought I'd do some stuff cheap. Yeah, yeah, they are, boy. I tell you, man. Medical and tech. That's it. That's all they rock with. They don't do anything else, man. That's all they rock with. And they are some of the money misers, boy, all the way down to the damn penny, boy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen an Indian at all bad in math. Man. Ever notice you go to gas stations? I know you're about to bring that up. Shit. Uh, 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 uh. Mm. It's about to be a new day, though. I know that much. Because they ass better be right. Benito says, you pay in cash and notice they would get paid with a credit card. Mm-hmm. Yep, 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 yep. You pay in cash and notice they pay with a credit card. Oh, yeah. Uh, 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 uh. Wow. Yeah, man, a lot of corruption. That's in their pocket. Notice this? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's in their pocket. Yeah, they they are on these scams, man. Do you understand? So let me get this straight. So if I pay with cash, they pay with credit. So they take the cash. Okay, you're not understand. Okay, so break it down for me. I want to make sure I'm on the same page with you. Notice this. Go right ahead. Yeah, break it down for me, Benito. Break it down. I want educate me on this, man, because I love knowledge, man. So you educate me on this scam here. Is that the So hold on, Benito. Before you even say that, is this the reason why they give the incentives? I noticed this, Benito. I noticed this. I noticed signs that says when I pay in cash, the gas is cheaper versus a credit card, right? Okay, all right. Benito says to the attendant, however he pays with a credit card. Okay, to the attendant, right? However, he pays with a credit card. That is nothing to do. Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you educate me on this one. Go right ahead. In the machine, he pays with a credit card. Yes. All right. In the machine, he pays. Now, he as in the attendant? You talking about he as the attendant or he as the customer? Who is the he? So I'll make sure I'm understanding. Who is the he? Like 90% do it like this. Go right ahead, break it down. I'm just gonna let you break it down. The attendant pumping your gas. Okay. All right. Yep. So the attendant pumping your gas. All right. Go on. Yep. Go on. Okay. Benito says he pays with his credit card. You haven't seen this 25. Okay, you haven't seen this 25 years already. He pays with his credit card. You haven't seen this in 25 years already. So the attendant pays with his credit card. Go on. They've been doing this. Oh, okay. I think I got what you're saying now. So they would pay the gas early with a credit card. And then when I pay with the cash, they just pocket that money back into their own pocket. And this is how they do it. So they're actually are paying for the gas, but they're not getting the gas. But when I pay the cash, then they keep the cash. Okay, let me see. Break it down for me, Benito. I'm trying to follow you here, man. Break it down for me. Go on. You go into a gas station. Have you ever paid in cash? To be honest with you, I always pay with I pay with a card. I pay with a debit card. To be honest, very rare I pay with cash. Okay, Benito says sitting in your car. Benito says the attendant comes up and say, "How much?" Oh shoot, we don't even have we don't have attendants pumping our gas over here in Michigan. I know New Jersey has it as well. You pay 60 dollars in cash. Oh, that's why. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't have gas station attendants here. You know, New Jersey have it, and what you're talking about, they probably have that in New Jersey. Then he pays with the credit card. Got you. Okay. But yeah, we don't have that here in Michigan. Yeah, we don't have that in Michigan. That's why I was totally unaware of this one. They established millions in credit with this scheme, right, throughout the country. So let me ask you this. You know, and I know that this is illegal, right? And the next question is you won't see too much if you pay with your own credit, which I do, which I do. The sales go under their account. Embezzlement, absolutely. And what I would recommend is you put me up on something because I don't see that in my state, but you put me up on something, and it would be nice to be the whistleblower on that. And, you know, because they got spy glasses and gear, which I got to get some. Because I would really, if that was going on here, it would be shut down. But I love being photojournalism, man, you know, and stuff like that. And freelance PI work, you know, as well, you know, with the PI people. I'm not a PI, but I'm just saying that right there, my friend, will be something to stop this. Because, you know, that's the thing about if a lot of them that's on this type of stuff, but you are absolutely right because I don't see they women working. If this is how they're making their money, go to New Jersey, pay cash, don't let them see your recording. Of course, I just wear the spy glasses is what I would do. I would make it like it's all good. They get billions. Right, credit. Right, exactly. They have been doing this for years. How did you find out about it, Benito? Was it something that you witnessed? Or are you Indian? Benito says this is how it goes down. Right. How did you find out about this? That this was going on? I'm just curious. Yeah, I'm just curious. How did you find out about this scam? I do this for a living. You do what you just explained to me for a living, Benito? Oh, it says you said, oh, just common sense. I see it. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying though, yeah, because we over here we don't, you know, we always have to. It's self-service over here in Michigan, like most states. The only state that I've been in that was like that you're talking about was New Jersey. Right. I see things, right? Exactly. Well, you educated me, my friend. You put me up on some game. I'm not gonna be the one that says, "Oh man, you put me on something," though, man. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense in regards to that, because there is a whole lot of them there in Texas. That's for sure. They do it huge in Jersey. I'm sure they do, because aren't a lot of them Pakistani or Pakistan, India? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, man. Makes a lot of sense. Yep. Okay. Benito says, "Yep. Well, I appreciate you educating me and things on this particular topic." Yeah. Yep. And yeah, that's the thing about it. They established billions in credit. Billions. Wow. Billions. So this is how they're able to go out here, buy these hotels, buy these um, buy these franchises and everything, and all this other stuff. Okay, just from that little trick. Yeah, there's some smart boy. There's some smart ones, aren't they? And they get 20 hotels. Yes, man. Uh, I mean, as much of whistleblowers that you can do, you can't stop the hustle though, as we always say. The hustle gonna still go on and go on and go on. You know. Yes, there you go. You can't stop the hustle. You just can't stop the hustle, man. And this is one of the main reasons why people have a disdain for a lot of foreigners in this country, though, to really be honest with you. Because if you can scam, I'm talking about the ones that scam, Americans have a great disdain from these type of people that's been allowed to do this. They're huge scammers. Yeah, yeah. I know they ain't the only ones, but yeah, you're absolutely right about it, man. The hustle don't stop, man. Uh, 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 uh. Wow. Uh. And that's the thing about it. The hustle can steady go on undetected, huh? And they buy up these hotels. They buy the church's chickens, the 7-Elevens. Wow, the subways. Wow, this is truly amazing, man. Uh, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Wow. Uh, yep, the gas stations. Wow. And they could just look like they broke. That they have billions, but they can in credit, as you said, but they can still walk around here that look like they're broke. Uh, 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 uh. Cataclysmic death. Wow. On that level, man. Billions. Billions. Wow. Billions, man, huh? Wow. Yeah, they're not hurting. I never seen a poor Indian man in America to really truly be honest with you. But Nito says they not support to the show gold flossing season. They keep it on the down low. Yeah, that is a culture. Yep, their culture have been set up to do that because a lot of Indians that I see, I know they're very wealthy. I have picked some up in my car. Um, when it come down to even a tip, it's not going to happen. Not generally, but they will look, yeah, sneaky like a serpent. Absolutely, because they will smile. How are you doing today? I don't want to say I come into my 7-Eleven because I keep my door nice and tidy. Come into my 7-Eleven Oh yeah, life is so good for me today. I take care of my family and we go back to India. I am from Pune. Yeah, I know, right? I am from Pune and I take care of my family. I own like three 7-Elevens and I have a party store, and I also have I also have a gas station too. Yeah, my name is Raji and I want to talk to you about this. Just want to talk about that. I make millions off of scamming Americans. Why American go poor, I get rich. I am very rich. American dumb, but I am so rich. Thank you for coming to the channel. I am Raji. I have 3 houses and 5 stores. And I'm working on my 6th store. I'm about to put my children to college. One gonna be a doctor and one gonna be an engineer. But yeah, this is the type of stuff. This is what we're dealing with though, man. The hustle don't stop. And like you say, oh yeah, how is life? Okay. How is your 7-Elevens? I am doing so. Every like you said, everything on the down low, you know? I don't floss, I don't make myself appear to be noticeable. I keep it on the down low. I keep it on the down low. You know, I wear very cheap clothes. I shop at Costco. So it would say here, Benito says someone got to tell the administration what's going on. Absolutely, because all that's in the dark will come to the light. Oh no, it came after my $1 billion empire. Oh no, I'm about to go back to Bombay, and I'm going to Pune. I'm gonna go back to Chennai. Uh, no, I'm just, but seriously though, man, yeah, I agree that this stuff should be shut down because you got hard-working Americans here, man, and they just kind of getting over on everybody. If this is true for what you're saying, yeah, you're right. It needs to be reported. Look up Ambani owns a bunch of in Manhattan. Yeah, man, because here in Detroit, let's just talk about it. Benito, we were talking about, yeah, it's crazy, 100 at facts. What about the parking in New York, New Jersey? You know what I'm talking about. In your major cities. Down, yeah, big wig. I'm gonna pull them up. Mbani. My name is Mbani. Yeah, you can't park unless you pay them. They have these cities, this ticket, they have it deadlocked. And yeah, they have it deadlocked. There's no American person, native, that own those parking spots and parking lots downtown in these Detroit areas. Yeah, they have it landlocked. They all of them own it. And it's families, like you said. It's families that own this stuff. It's families that own this stuff, man. Yeah. If I wanted to go down there and wanted to buy or have a parking lot, it would never happen. They would. It would never happen. I'd be circumventing it out. This is what's going on in our America. Yep. Because when the mass deportation go into effect, because it's going to be a lot of rounding them up as well. If they're illegal, their asses is out of here. And like Tom Homan said, make it easier on yourself and leave early, because if you ever try to come back here the right way, if you got a deportation on your record, it's going to be very, very difficult when you got a deportation on your record. So make it easier on, ICE and the military, and just go ahead on and turn yourself in. And you may want to try to go early. You know, yeah, make it easier on yourself, please. Yeah, please, Raji, make it easier on yourself, Raji. Benito says 10 years, gotta wait. Yep, Benito. If they leave, they come back next year. Many exactly. Yeah, they're not gonna stop coming over here to America. They're gonna keep coming over here with the scams. It's always gonna be a scam, though. It's not, like we said, it's not something that can never stop. You may shut down. Let's say if you shut down, Ambani. I am Ambani, and I am from India. I own Manhattan. They call me Ambani the Manhattan. But I'm just saying, if you were able to shut that down, it'd be another Ambani. The hustle don't stop. They're not gonna give up billions. They're not gonna give up this type of stuff, you know. Somebody else in the family will just end up taking it over, though, Benito. So, yeah, they'll just end up taking it over. The hustle don't stop. It's gonna continue going. It's perpetuating. It's gonna continue going on forever and ever and ever. You know, you bust one, four of them pop back up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. Yeah, there's a whole lot of them that live in over there in Texas. Whole lot of East Indians, Bangladesh, Pakistani, all in New York, all in New Jersey, on the East Coast, all in Philadelphia. I've been there too, driving Lyft before, so I know how it goes in those areas. Though here in Michigan too, we also have a large population. We got damn near the whole city is pretty predominantly Southern Indian. You know, so yeah, the hustle don't stop, man. Yep, yep. But you educated me on something. You educated me on something in Michigan too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Michigan too. This is worldwide with them. Yep. They walk around looking like they're wearing those pajamas, which is their little Indian garbs on with their hands behind their back, with the sandals on. They just look rich. I see them, man. You know what I'm saying? Got the sandals on and got the outfits on and everything. And, you know, I know they like Texas the same weather as India. Exactly. Yeah, we like Texas because it's conducive to our weather in India. I want to say, you know, I am from New Delhi. My cousin is from Pune. Yeah, cheap. Yeah, exactly. And they love it cheap. Let me tell you, cheap. Yeah, yep. You right about that, though, man. You are right about that. Not a lot of red dot tape. Yeah, yeah. Not a red lot of red tape. I mean, yeah. Not a lot of red tape. Exactly. Yep. They started heavy out there in 2006. Yeah. Yeah, I pick them up time after time. When, yeah, somebody coming back from India, going, or, I mean, not from India, but Texas, Michigan. There's a pipeline between the two. Yep. 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 It's one of those type of things, though. Yep. Benito, yeah, it's one of those type of things, man. Man, I tell you. Woo, boy, this is something else. Yep, something else. Yeah, I'm about to drive now. They got gas stations and hotels. Yeah, exactly. Gas stations and hotels. Gas stations and hotels, man. Off these scams and everything. Yeah, that's why a lot of people kind of look at them side eye, man. Because I knew something had to be up. I knew something had to be up. You put me up on some game, man. Something had to be up with how they doing this, man. You know? Yep. How they are doing this type of stuff. I always wondered how a lot of Indians own these hotels, gas station, broke from India. I love America so much. I come to America. I make a lot of money. Yeah, I always wondered about that, though, man, you know? I mean, America is a place you can make a lot of money, though. But scamming, yeah. And the Arabs do something similar, too. They got their own scam, too. Don't leave that out. They got their little scams, too. A lot of these foreigners, they do got their little scams when they come here to America, you know? Under the table, cash, you know? On the upload, tell the tax man, oh, I haven't made a lot of money. On the download, they got all the money, all the stuff going on. Boy, a bunch of corruption, man, you know? It's a matter of time when people start getting hip on it. Because like you said, it is embezzlement. That's what it's called. It's embezzlement. Because when you can defraud creditors and all this other stuff, it's called embezzlement. Yeah. I mean, look at what's his name? Rich. What's his name? Friedman. That dude out of New York. What's his name? Something Friedman. You see what happened? Yeah, and Madoff too. He made off with a lot of money. Yeah, Madoff. Bernie Madoff. Yeah, Bernie Madoff. Yep, it's embezzlement. And Bernie Madoff been doing that for a long time. It ain't just something that's around the corner. Bernie Madoff made off with a lot of money. I think, didn't they end up killing his son or something? Did his son come up dead or something? Bernie Madoff. I'm gonna have to pull back up to Bernie. Yeah, Bernie Madoff. I'm gonna have to pull that back up. I know they were threatening his son. Yeah, I think they took his son away from him. Yeah, they murdered his son because they couldn't get to Bernie because Bernie was already locked up. Bernie was already locked up. He was already incarcerated. You know, kind of like how Diddy is, though. You know, I'm surprised that they didn't do the Jeffrey Epstein on him because, like I said, this is my conspiracy. This is my opinion. I'm not saying that this is a fact, but I think that not Bernie Madoff, but Jeffrey Epstein is still alive. That's my story that I think, because here's the thing about it, Benito. Camera, and when he was in jail that night, the camera equipment went down, right? We done seen this in tons of espionage movies. Let's go on and keep it real now. Because if the camera would have stayed on, because camera went down, could there be a body switch? Camera go back up. Think about it. Madoff wasn't impacted in a child attack. They don't do good in jail. No, I know that. No, it wasn't Bernie. No, Bernie didn't. But I'm making a point. I'm making a point when I said what I said. It wasn't because of Jeffrey Epstein. Him and Epstein are they're light years apart from each other, because Bernie had nothing to do with child thing. It was about embezzlement. But by Bernie was being protected, he was in was it federal? Yeah, federal. Because when you do embezzlement crimes, as you already know, yeah, you're locked up in the Fed. Embezzlement Fed locked up over there is different, man. I heard a lot of those guys. It's not like state ran prisons and stuff like that. If you make it on the Fed level like that, it's a whole different system, depending on what it is, I think. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Embezzlement. Like that Richmond Fry dude. What's it, Fryman? That dude, that dude with that made all that money and embezzled. He started up that tech company and gave a lot of money to the Democrats and all this other stuff, and it come crashing down. They end up arresting him, Friedman. Yeah, they end up arresting him over there in one of those islands over there. I can't think of his first name right now, but he donated a lot of money to the Democratic Party. I think it was like $80 million. Yeah. Yeah, man, this is something else, man, you know? Yeah, Norton virus guy. Are you talking about, what about McAfee, the guy that wrote the antivirus for McAfee? He's supposed to have been dead too. The guy that wrote the antivirus for McAfee. What's his first name? Something McAfee? I used to use his software on the Mac back in the days. Yeah, McAfee. Yeah, McAfee. Yeah, McAfee. Yeah, live. Yes, him. Okay, I knew it. Okay. Yeah, I figured I knew what you were talking about. Yeah, that dude. Yeah, I figured that's who you were talking about. Yeah. Everyone It was in on every computer. It was huge. Yep. Yep. Because I used to use it back in the days myself. I've used Norton too. I didn't really like Norton too much, man. I had problems when I ran with Norton, man. They were shutting down ports and all kind of stuff, man. I had issues with them, man. Yep. Antivirus. Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Paul. Yeah, that's his first name. There you go. Yep. They have rumor that this guy is supposed to be still alive, though. I don't know how true that is, but that's just a rumor that he's supposed to have faked his death. I'm sure you might have heard that too, for probably very good reason. I think it was Paul. I take your word for it. I can't think of his first name right now, but he was the guy behind that antivirus program, though. That's for sure. He was in Thailand, I think. Yeah. Which I would like to visit Thailand, man. That's a spot that I would like to visit is Thailand. Yeah. Yeah, the holidays is up on us, man. Yep. The weather, the holidays are up on us. But other than that, though, I'm about to stop the live. I got to pick up some things. The holidays drawing near up on us. I got to get some stuff. I got to get some turkey. I got to get some other things. So, but yeah, Benito, man, it was very nice talking with you, man. I hope to see you again back on the live and things. I just wanted to mainly talk about that woke stuff, in which we did. We covered that down. Yep. Go woke, go broke and stuff. I appreciate you too, bro. Thank you so much for the education and things like that. I'm going to look that dude up. Other than that, I'll see you on the next live. Everyone else as well. I appreciate you guys for coming on and stuff. And you can look for my next notice. If you haven't gotten the notice, ring that bell. You'll get the notice. There is some links down below on my other channels. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for subscribing. Peace.